Hi, good morning. My name is Van James. I'm a sixth grade teacher at Bessemer City Middle School. Today I'll be speaking with members of our PTA about Bessemer City Middle School Informative Summary. This will be for my Ed Leadership Ed 601-602 class, Dr. Keith Gurley. All right, this morning I'm going to start with the purpose, the school purpose of Bessemer City Middle School, and I'll be reading right from the slides. And if you have any questions about anything I'm reading, feel free to ask, raise your hand, and we can discuss, what you may want to talk about. The purpose of Bessemer City Middle School is to educate the whole child through partnering with the community in order for all students to be successful and learn. Also, BCMS has adopted the mission statement to produce and develop responsible and diverse individuals who will contribute positively to society. The mission statement was reviewed by stakeholders, teachers, students, and parents to create the school's vision statement. A student today, a leader tomorrow. The vision ensures high achievement for all students. This is what Bessemer City Middle School has deemed most important. This is what they feel the students will have to have in order to become better citizens and become positive citizens in society. What sticks out to me the most about this statement is the fact that our mission statement was reviewed by stakeholders, teachers, students, and parents to get that community buy-in, to make sure that everybody in this community who has a child that comes to this school has a part in making sure that they have something to do with what the mission statement is. Most times you have statements where you just get a group who comes together and they decide on what the mission statement might be, or what the goals and values of a school may be, but you're not getting the tie-in of the people who has the most interest in what it needs to be, which are the parents, the people in the community, your church leaders and things like that. So this was one of the things that stood out to me the most about the mission statement, was the fact that there was community buy-in, and that's very important. Also, Bessemer City Middle School offers a wide range of rigorous courses to ensure that all students are able to master and maximize their learning. Pre-AP classes in language arts and mathematics are offered to 30 of our middle school students. The academic classes offered to all other students are language arts, pre-algebra, social studies, and science. Other courses offered are special services, English language, reading, mathematics intervention, physical education, media center skills and strategies, electives, Spanish 1, family and consumer science, general music, band, performing arts, and computer technology. One of the reasons for the wide range of subjects is we're living in a very diverse society now, and really leaning more toward the STEM areas. And if any of you are not familiar with STEM, that's just science, technology, engineering, and mathematics. That's the direction that the world is going right now. And we feel it's very important that we try to get our children prepared for those types of careers, being very math-centered, science-centered, science-based types of jobs that will kind of have our kids prepared to go out into society and compete. That's a big thing with me as a sixth grade teacher. I want my children to leave and be able to compete, not feel any fear of going into any different place and they don't see anybody who they know, but confident in what they know, that they can compete on any level with anybody. So that's very important, and I think that's the mission and the direction that our middle school is trying to go to, and is trying to move towards. Also, the students at BCMS, their progress is tracked bi-weekly to quickly identify and address performance concerns as soon as they arise. Additionally, the school's problem-solving team, data meetings, and faculty meetings are held weekly and bi-weekly according to the needs of all the students and address any teacher concerns. Students are expected to complete homework, finish projects assigned in a timely manner, and prepare for assessments by studying daily. Teachers are work strategically with students to make sure that every learning task is completed according to course standards set forth by the state of Alabama, local, district, and Bessemer City Middle School. All that's saying is that we are trying our very best to keep up with the progress of our students, just to make, you don't want to wait too long before something gets out of hand and a child is not going to really be successful, and, coming from the elementary school is a little bit easier because you had a smaller population of students. Now, for me personally, now moving to this middle school level, it was a bit of a challenge to try to keep track with where I was going. I may have had 20 students all day in elementary school, but now I'm seeing 175 students every day. And so it can get a little tedious to kind of keep track with everything that's going on. But it's challenging, and as a teacher, that's the challenge that you're up for. That's pretty much what you sign on for, to make sure at whatever level you're teaching at, that your job is to keep track with the students' progress or lack of progress and make something happen for either end. If they're progressing, we've got to figure out ways.
I got a question.
Yes, ma'am.
So how are the students tracked? Do y'all get together as a group, look at the grades?
We have data meetings and we have grade level meetings. And pretty much how we're tracking them off of our benchmark assessments. And with those benchmark assessments, we are focusing on those core standards, those core standards that we have to teach from the state level. And we're tracking those standards, and we keep a list of the students who are proficient and the students who are non-proficient. Those students who are proficient, we're looking for ways, and we have things set up to where they can be enriched or extend their learning. And for those students who aren't quite getting it, we're looking for interventions. We have interventions in place in order to make sure that they get what they need. Some of the interventions are, we've got teachers who pull out certain students to kind of work with them in a smaller group setting, because it's been proven that, a lot of times if you can pull children out of a large setting and get them into that smaller setting, that's a little bit better for them. Because you have some kids who can survive and thrive in that large setting, but then you have those who may not be as vocal, who, if they're not getting it, they will just kind of fade to the back of that large setting, and then those are the ones that fall through the cracks, and that's what we don't want.
But do you all get the parents involved immediately, or do you all just work on it and then get the parents involved after you don't see any progress?
Well, it's always good to get the parents involved as soon as possible.
Okay.
Get the parents in there as soon as possible.